Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So hopefully you guys had a good day. I didn't get a I didn't get a lot of time in my craft room today. I have to stop and say that all by itself and not in one word. I was supposed to get my tree decorated. I know it's not even Thanksgiving, but I really want to enjoy it. And we've been doing so much work in the house that I really want it to stay up for a little bit longer than normal. But that all kind of fell through. So she's coming on Thursday. So I've been in the house messing around. I don't know if you saw my personal Facebook, but I literally have been working my poor husband to death. He spent all the week prior to Natalie's wedding putting winter grass in our backyard, and he had to spend the entire week keeping the birds from eating the seeds so the grass would grow. So as soon as he got done doing that, I had him rip out our entire entertainment center, and eventually we're going to put maybe some shiplap or something up there, but at least the entertainment center is out and the TV's on the wall. And then I had him build me above the counter shelves. So literally, he's kind of been at my beck and call for the last few days. So I did give him today off and I made him a delicious steak, potatoes, and vegetable meal and homemade rolls from fries. But I still had to put them in the oven and drizzle butter over the top. So I consider that homemade. So that was my crazy day. And I do start work tomorrow. So I've been out on medical leave since the end of August, and I go back to work tomorrow. I'm really excited. I need to get back into it, but it's going to be sad. I'm not going to be able to kind of just do me while I was off. But anyway, good evening, Valerie, Darlene, and Heather. Welcome. So today started the seasonal sale, and I decided to bring in some of the ribbon and the designer series paper that's on sale. So hopefully you guys like my card. And the retiring list of the holiday catalog just came out also. I literally just printed it, so I haven't even looked at it. I haven't had time. So I don't know if the stamp set that I'm using today is on the sale, but it is a magnificent set. I have used it once or twice for a live, but I'm super excited to show you how I transformed a holiday set into a birthday set. So let's point you over and we are going to get started. Before I make sure we're live on Facebook, I wanted to bring in my iPad to show you. This is just the basic Stampin' Up! Website. You'll have little kind of things pop up and it says seasonal sale. If you click on the seasonal sale, it is going to show you everything and the price. There is so much amazingness that is on sale right now. So the more Dazzle designer series paper, all of the designer series paper, all the ribbon, even the envelopes and cardstock is on sale right now. We're actually going to be using this one, and it's on sale for $11.25. So if you need to go in and see what cardstock you need, what ink pads you need, what blenders, this is the time to do it because everything is on sale. It's magnificent. This is the designer series paper we're going to be pulling in. So that's how you can see everything that's on sale. And if you have any questions, you can definitely feel free to reach out. But so much goodness in there that's on sale, and the sale only lasts a couple days. So definitely get on before it's too late. Now I'm going to flip over to Facebook and make sure we are live, and we are good to go. Okay, let's bring in the lack of designer series paper I have. So I really had to scrimp and scrape to find the designer series paper for this card. And I had to scrimp and scrape so much. I don't know how to say this, but I am going to show you how to piece some cardstock together to make a full piece that is usable for a card. I don't know if I said that right, but it's absolutely gorgeous paper. You can obviously see that I've used a ton of it. Let's scoot this over. let me bring in the two stamp sets that I'm using. So I'm using Cheers to the Season. I am using this Cheers, the glass right here. I do have 4 other cards that I've created using these 3 images that I will show you at the end. But it's fun, it's different, and I'm going to show you how to do it by combining designer series paper and making this into a birthday card. And then last but not least is the go-to greetings. Obviously, the name says it all. If you need a greeting, go-to greetings is your sets. Good evening, Teresa and Marie. Welcome. Okay, let me bring in the ribbon. Here's the ribbon that I am using. I didn't have any of the bubble bath. I believe that's this one. So I didn't use the bubble bath on the cards that I'm doing, but I did use these other 3 ribbons. Set these aside because we will use those in a little bit. And I think I can bring in the cards. So here is the first one that we're going to be doing. And I didn't have any more of this designer series paper left, so I just pulled in another piece for the envelope. So there's that color. This is Berry Burst. This one is Azure Afternoon, and I have the matching envelope. This one is a Lemon Lolly with the matching envelope. That one's kind of hard to see because it's the Lemon Lolly, but this is what I'm going to show you guys how to put together. So fun and so cute. So remember how I said that I didn't have any more of the kind of big dots? Oops, so sorry, I just hit my camera. I didn't have any more of the big dots, so I had some pieces. So I want to show you how I did this. Sorry about that. I know it just came up that I shook the camera. So these are my 2 pieces, and we do need our designer series paper to be 3 3/4 by 5. Now, when I line these 2 pieces up, it definitely does not match. I don't even think it's from the same piece of paper or I cut it the same way. Doesn't even match at all, but it's okay. We are going to make it where you're not even going to be able to tell. So I'm going to flip this over, and it doesn't matter which side you do. So I'm just going to line this up, and you can grab your tear tape if you want to. I just have some Scotch tape. So I am going to put some Scotch tape on here. I really wanted to use this design, so that's what made me think I should probably just mask all of this. So I taped it together, and yes, it doesn't look right, but it will, I promise. Bring in your trimmer, and we want to cut this at 5 inches. And then I want this to be 3 3/4. So we are going to take 1/4 of an inch off, but I want to show you something. I did it with this card. I want a little bit of a gap at the bottom so the bottom of the wine glasses doesn't go down past the card. So I'm actually going to flip this over and cut it from the top. I know that sounds really weird, but I want to be able to put my ribbon on here so it covers that line. And I'm going to do that again for you. I have one more piece of scrap that I want to use. But this is the way that you can get more out of your designer series paper. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back, and I'm leaving the tape on here as well. It'll just help me get it onto your card base easier. There we go. And I brought in, I didn't have any Berry Burst ribbon, so I brought in the white ribbon. And wouldn't you know, I left my mini glue dots on my table because I didn't have any on my table, so I grabbed the ones off my Facebook Live to use to make these cards. So I apologize. Just ran in there really quick and grabbed it. So I'm going to put a mini glue dot on here. And you can put it in the center or you can line up the edge of the ribbon to that seam and it's seamless. I think I'm funny. I don't know if anybody else thought that was funny, but I thought it was hilarious. Trim off the edge and put another glue dot. Oops, that one didn't come off. There we go. There's that. And then I am going to grab my pick tool and I'm going to put one in the center just so it doesn't accidentally come up and anybody see that I pieced our paper together. You really literally can't even tell. So I did take a picture of the one that I did earlier. So let me find it. So here's the one that I did earlier. You can't even tell that I masked that. I took a picture of it because I knew I wanted to show you guys. My upline Heather was like, "Are you really going to do that for a live?" I'm like, absolutely. It's our little secret. So I'm going to fold this in half. And this is 5.5 by, sorry. It is 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4.25. So we can glue this down. And I always put a little extra glue on the ribbon, just so it holds it. And I went ahead and stamped the wine glasses. It says cheers already. And I went ahead and fussy cut them out, just so we didn't have to sit and watch me fussy cut. So we're going to flip that over. And I'm going to put a few dimensionals. And I want to put one down at the bottom. And this one, I am not going to put a dimensional on the one edge because it's going to kind of overlap a smidgen. I'm going to peel these guys off. There we go. Set that aside. And I just kind of overlap them before I put them down. There we go. And last but not least, let's tie a bow. This ribbon is a little bit thicker than we usually have, but it is so easy to tie bows with it. So pretty and so easy. I love the iridescent that's in it. Trim off the edges. Grab a mini glue dots. Put this right in the center. And then let's grab the happy birthday and the berry burst. So ink up happy birthday. And we're going to stamp that right in the center. There we go. I am going to use that happy birthday again. So I'm going to clean it off so I don't accidentally get it in the next color. And that's all we're going to be using for the ink. So I'll put that one aside. So isn't that cute? And honestly, I don't even think anybody would know that you pieced that together. Okay, the next one we're going to do is the Azure Afternoon. So this is 4 by 5.25. I think I forgot to do that earlier. We have 2 pieces this time. So we're going to flip this over and we're going to do the same thing. The next card, I promise, is already cut and ready to go. And it's because it's the full piece I had. I didn't have to piece these guys together. So put a piece of tape on the back. And you're probably thinking, well, this one, the slit is in the center. And it is. But we're just going to cut off one side. And that is going to give us enough room on the bottom. So I'm going to cut this at 5 inches first. There we go. And then we want this to be 3 3/4. So even if I cut this at 3 3/4, it's still going to give me too much off the bottom. So I am going to come in and I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. Let's see if this is going to work. And then I'm going to rotate it. We got to cut a little bit more off. Actually, I think it's going to be the same no matter what. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit lower, but it's not. It's okay. We're going to make it work. So that one is a little bit higher than I would like it, but I think it'll still be fine. So just cut it at 3 3/4. I'm going to grab my Azure Afternoon ribbon. Let's glue this down. And because the Azure Afternoon ribbon is a little bit darker, so this one is going to be just fine being in the center or below it. Let's see which one looks best. So we could make it right below it, and it would give us a little bit more room at the top. Let's do that. There is always a way to make your card work. There's that. Give this a little trim. While I am doing this, I was able to talk to my sister today who lives in Vermont. Her daughter just had a baby yesterday, so I was able to FaceTime and see the baby for the first time. So that was super fun. The baby is 5 pounds, 9 ounces. I don't know what I would do if I held a 5 pound, 9 ounce baby because mine were 3 months old in size when I delivered them. So I don't know what small babies are like, but she was so tiny and cute. I know it's crazy to think that I'm a great aunt. I don't feel like I'm old enough to be a great aunt. Yeah, I am her great aunt. That's nuts to even say that out loud. We don't want to talk like that. We don't like that negativity. So there's that. Thank you, Heather, and thank you, Darlene. Her oldest daughter is getting married in August, so I think Bo and I are going to try to go out for the wedding, so I'll be able to meet my great niece. That does sound weird. Okay, let's grab these two. And this is Azure Afternoon. I don't use this color very often, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So this is probably the most time consuming is taking the dimensional backing off. And because I don't have any more fingernails, that it's hard to pull them off. There we go. Let's cross these just a smidgen. Oh, super cute. You really don't even know that that one's a little bit higher. Grab your mini glue dots. Put that right in the center. Let's grab your ink. Oh my gosh, so fun. I really think this is going to put a smile on some of my friends' faces who have a birthday coming up. I'm going to stamp happy birthday in Azure Afternoon. Perfect. And then our last one we're going to do on the live is the lemon lolly. And I didn't pick this one last for any reason, but I do want to do it because I want to show you. I used the designer series paper in the pack that had a little bit more lemon lolly than any of the other colors, but I still felt it was a little bit light. So then I got looking at the designer series paper and I was like, oh, they have the, I lost the color. Hold that thought. Pretty Peacock. Whew. That was hard. They do have a piece that has more of the Pretty Peacock in it, and I really thought the Lemon Lolly and Pretty Peacock went well together. So that's what I wanted to show you on this. And this one we don't have to mask because I had full sheets of it. Apparently I haven't used this piece from this set yet because I had all 8 of my sheets. So there's that. Let's grab our Lemon Lolly. So it's Pretty Peacock on Lemon Lolly cardstock. And all of this cardstock is on sale. So if you haven't gotten any of the new colors, this is the perfect time to do it because you get it at a discount. And if you're a demonstrator, you get the discount on top of your discount. So it's even better. So there's this. And I'll hold these 2 cards up together so you can see what it looks like. Oops, mini glue dot must not have come off. And see which one you guys like better. I just thought it needed a little bit of a darker background. There's that. Let's glue this down. Add some glue on there because it looks like my dimension or my mini glue dot was just barely hanging on by a thread. Literally, I think a thread. And this one we don't have to put a mini glue dot in the center. Sometimes I like to, just to make sure it stays down. So that's, you can definitely do it. You don't have to. Flip these over and put dimensionals. I wonder how many dimensionals we use in a day. I feel like that's all I do is put dimensionals on things. They're so fun. Peel the backs off. And then I'll get all of my lovely shrapnel out of the way. And I'll bring all the cards in, plus the 4 extra that I have done with this set. I really like this together. I really, really like these colors. So pretty. And I will tell you, it was hard to fussy cut the Lemon Lolly out because it was kind of difficult to see on the paper and where to cut it. So if you are doing the Lemon Lolly, make sure your glasses are clean. You're standing in front of a window and I don't know, I guess anything that would make it a little smidgen easier. There we go. Oh, we forgot to stamp the inside. And you could definitely use the Pretty Peacock as well. I just brought in the Lemon Lolly. There we go. Thank you, Jessica. Okay, let me bring in the cards that we just made, and then I will bring in the extra cards that I have made with this set. So here's the 2 in the Lemon Lolly. I definitely think that the darker background does make it shine a little bit more. Hopefully it is in focus. Sorry about that. It'll clear up in a second. So there's those. And let me bring in the 2 that we just did. So there's the ones that we just made on the live, and let me bring in the other ones. So some of them are the same concept. This one I used the Holiday Designer Series paper. I should have brought it over so I could give you the name of it, but it's in the mini catalog. And I did this one in Melon Mambo. And then this one, I love, love the stars and the yellow and the starry sky colors together. So pretty. And then this one is So Thankful. See, I know it's so fun. Thank you, Michelle. So this one is the So Thankful. And then this one is Tis the Season. So all of these designer series paper is out of the same pack out of the mini catalog. It's the these three are the opposite side, and this is the Christmas side. So if you flip these over, they are Christmas on the other side. So there you go. There you got 4 cards that we made, and then 4 extra cards that you got to see that I have done. So thank you so much for joining me. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. Don't forget the seasonal sales just started today. You can double dip on the items that are being discontinued, I believe. I honestly haven't looked at my print, so I'm not sure if that sale has started, but I do know the seasonal sales. So envelopes, designer series paper, cardstock, ribbon, blends, ink refills. So it's an amazing sale right now. So let me know if you need anything. If not, I will see everybody on Thursday for another live. Chat with you soon. Bye bye.